name is Ifeanyi Michael. I'm a brand consultant, filmmaker, and the producer of Lutana the movie, and the soon-to-be released Foreigners God the movie. And I'm also a publisher of Film Extra magazine. I was in the Obudu Cattle Ranch the evening of the announcement. So I never had access to the television to be able to watch the announcement. So when I got that, I saw it online. I was like, oh my God! When I saw my name, Ifeanyi Michael's, Lutana for Best Movie West Africa, I was really impressed. And it can only be God doing and not man, because when you put in so much hard work into what you do, you just have to leave the rest for God. Well, I'm a workaholic, and I just admit who I am, and I put a timetable to everything that I do, a timeline to all that I do, and then I just work towards it, and then that's just how I'm able to manage my time. Well, I'm a storyteller, and I like telling my stories through visuals as well. And for Lutana, it's actually something that, I wanted to tell a period piece story, whereby I know that fine, this will set me away from, every other thing we see out there. So for me, Lutana is something that, is more of an expression, and I just wanted to just do something, even if it was my first, but because I knew a whole lot of time went into it, research, to the costume design, to the set department, and to everything we all saw in Lutana. So a whole lot went into it, So for me, really, it's passion, but beyond passion is me getting the job done, because if it's not done right, I won't be getting all these accolades that I'm getting right now, or the mentions that I'm getting. So I feel like for you as a person, you need to put in all the hard work. You need to put, apart from just the hard work, you need to do a proper research, so that way your execution can be right. Because if you have a good execution, trust me, everything is a done deal. Everything makes me unique. My style, my work. I know everyone will always want to say this, but there are a whole lot of things you put into your work that a whole lot of other people, a whole lot of people don't put into their own work. For instance, you can see the character posters for the Foreigners God the movie. That took a whole lot of time, to create. It took a whole lot of time because we have to keep canceling shoots. We have to get the best of the hairstyle. We have to everything just have to be created. Because I believe one thing for sure is, when you're telling a story, you also need to carry people along with your storytelling, because when they are lost, then they're automatically lost. Then the point you're trying to prove is already lost. So when you're telling a story, you need to carry everyone along, build them up into your storytelling, so that way they can also sync with you. Okay. So they don't just, so it's not like a story that have a beautiful beginning, and at the end it's just like, okay, what's going on? Or in the middle, they are lost. So you need to carry them from the beginning to the end, so that way they will have a good time. I see Foreigners God doing a whole lot, because there is a whole lot of work already, that has already been put into Foreigners God, like to the set designs, to the art department, the costume design, which because I also costume my films as well. Yes, so there's a whole lot going on already for Foreigners God as well, and I think Foreigners God is a huge success already because of the work being put into it. Well, Chris was amazing, no doubt. Chris Okabwe. Amake Ababerset was awesome. She was one lady that was with me all the while. Even if we have to just drink Gary, she keeps saying, Charlie, let's drink Gary, because she's a Ghanaian. Let's drink Gary and make sure this film must be done. So, the tenacity, the passion, the encouragement, getting from all those people being put together is something that money can buy, So like I said, it's always good when you're doing a project, let everybody be in sync. Not just your actor, not just your director, even the viewers. Everyone just needs to be in sync. They also need to be in that process as well. Because when you have everyone together with you, trust me, you get amazing support that money can buy. So that's what I always do with all my projects. I make sure, okay, fine, if I have an Annie DBI, if I have Sam Day, if I have anyone, I take you through the process. I take you through the movement. So I make you understand, you feel the project, not just you just being an actor in the Yeah. So you're already in sync with the project. So that way, every other thing you're doing, you're in love with it. So that's why sometimes people just call me and say, "Oh, I fan, this project is everywhere. Your movie is just everywhere. Movie that have not been shot, just everywhere, and everyone's just talking about the movie." I said, "Trust me, the actors are already in sync with the project. They love what they see. They love, they love their character. They love everything around it. So it's easy for you to." To manipulate them to make sure, okay, fine, they're in sync to what you're doing. So that way you have, a flawless project. My setback, for me, it's finance, because I had a whole lot of finance issue. Because yes, you're just this young boy, you have so much dream and aspiration, you really want to do something. Like, trust me, you want to shoot up the sky, you want to, if possible, just get an helicopter, put everyone there and just go up the sky and just shoot. I have so much dreams, I have so much passion for what I do, but my challenge was finance, because sometimes you approach people and then they just give you some ridiculous, offer, and then you're just being knocked off balance, and you're like, okay, so and at some point too as well, there were times I was also feeling and thinking that maybe I wasn't doing something right, even though I know that I go out there and you're like, oh my God, I just saw your stuff right now, amazing, this looks beautiful. Oh, how do you, I keep getting, how do you do this? How do you do this? So I was in between disbelieving myself, feeling like I can't do these things, but sometimes the word of God just keep me going, like telling me, okay, I find, you can do all this through Christ who strengthens you. And for the fact that, I truly know that what I'm doing is amazing. I truly know that what I'm doing is out of pure passion. And I know that I'm doing the right thing. I didn't allow fear to take the other part of me. So I was just pushing and doing my own thing. I know I'm a loner, to be honest. A whole lot of people don't know this part about me. Forget the whole glam on social media and everything. I'm a loner. I like working with my own space, because sometimes I believe I have trust issues, because I trust a whole lot of people too much, and sometimes it just boomerang, you understand? So for me really, I think it's just hard work for me basically, and me saving up the little way I can have really brought me this far in terms of me and my own work, because Lotana 2 was proudly sponsored by me. Foreigners God is almost looking the same as well. Like, I have to do everything from my own pocket. So sometimes, it might take a little bit of time for those things to materialize, but I still put in the work, and I'm super excited with the end product at the end of the day. So yeah, it's all passion, pure love, and hard work, and God's grace. I believe in new acts. I believe in supporting new talent, because I also started from somewhere. There were times when I can't even do selfie with someone like Omotola. There were times where I was being seen like, okay, who is this? But I was still finding people just need to believe that you know what you're doing. People just need to, because trust me, everyone a whole lot of people, they've worked so hard for their brand. I'm working so hard for my brand, and I don't want to say, oh, I want to give you, because you're a new talent, I want to give you a chance, and then you just come and jeopardize my hard work that I've built over the years. So, for you as a young person, what I tell a whole lot of people, put in the work. Do all you have to do. You get I'm not there yet. I'm still working. I'm still pushing. You understand? It's by God's grace we've been here. So you as a young talent, keep putting in the work. Keep doing all you have to do. Even if you're being given 2 scenes, 3 scenes, put in your best. Most people just want to overnight. You just want to just blow everywhere. They want to just skyrocket. It doesn't just work like that. It doesn't work that way. You understand? And again, too, because of the cinema culture and the way it is, yes, a whole lot of people might want to see a movie because all money is in the movie, or because Genevieve is in the movie. You get my own point. Yeah. So it works in different angle. So you as a person too, as a producer, you need to know what works for you, and what market that that you're also targeting as well to meet up. So it varies. So it all depends on what you want to do for yourself. But I believe, yes, young talents, you're actually good at what you do, and we can actually mix the new act and also the established act, mix them together, and then because one thing, someone have to rub over the other just to bring out the other. So that's how it works. Ifan is fearless. Ifan is a go-getter. Ifan is God-fearing. Ifan is just that boy who's just passionate, who wants to do everything he can. Ifan is that boy who loves fashion, and I could do anything just to make sure he looks good. And Ifan is a boy who wants a good life. and who works hard to live the good life. And I find it's that boy who wants everything good because he truly deserves it.